I'm Sharon Stone, and today I'm taking the InStyle Badass Questionnaire. Sharon Stone. My favorite movie or TV show I've ever worked on was T.J. Hooker, because they taught me how to drop and roll. The first time I was starstruck, I went to an Oscar party when I was 19 and I was modeling. And I was really starstruck because I was seated next to Yul Brynner. An item I took from set that I still have to this day is the Pucci shirt that I died in Casino. I really felt like the woman that I played in Casino, who is living her birthdays in heaven now. I felt like she chose me for the part. And I felt like she walked with me very specifically through that death scene. And so I kept that shirt. If I could have dinner with 3 badass women, dead or alive, they would be Madeleine Albright. What a beautiful woman. Inside and out, just beautiful. Catherine the Great. I loved the way she gambled for countries, all right, let's be honest. And planned her wars with oil paintings. A pharaoh, maybe. A woman who lived a life that wasn't about being a man or a woman, but about being a leader, and in a time when things were very, very different. One thing people wouldn't know about working with Marty Scorsese is Marty Scorsese is hilarious. The most exciting, surreal moment in my career so far has been, it was probably when we released Basic Instinct at the Cannes Film Festival. And it's a very big thing. You drive in this thing, they call it the chute, and you're going very slowly up to the red carpet. Thousands of fans and these tuxedo-clad paparazzi started chanting my name. But it's a French accent, so they're going, Sharon, Sharon. It's like you hear your heartbeat in your ears, and then you start up these stairs to the Grand Palace, and you get up there and they say, turn around and say hello to your fans, Sharon. And you turn around, all these people start screaming. The inside of your mind is like going, I don't know what's happening to me, and they're saying your name. That was the most exciting and surreal moment of my career. When I first read the script for Basic Instinct, my immediate thought was, this is my part, they're never gonna give it to me. 3 words to describe my approach to acting are instinct, preparation, preparation. I write music because music is everything to me. Music is God's salve for our soul. If readers can take away one thing from my book, The Beauty of Living Twice, it's that you aren't alone. And whether people want to acknowledge you or support you or be compassionate or empathetic when you struggle, when they don't, it's because they're afraid. And I want you to know that somewhere, someone isn't being selfish and afraid, and they're bigger than that, and they see you, and they hear you, and they love you. A badass woman is a woman who can take being humiliated in public and then stand there and still get the job done. I became an activist because everybody needs someone to speak up for them. Everybody needs someone to say, I hear you, and I'm going to fight for you with dignity and integrity. But Mother Teresa has a prayer that really helps me, particularly when people aren't compassionate to me in my struggles. And it is, I love them, I hold them, I forgive them, and I release them. If I weren't an actress or a writer, I would be a lawyer. I love the law, and I've had the great opportunity to change a few laws in my work as an activist. My favorite song artist to listen to on vinyl is Etta James. I love the women who sang in that era. If I could be on another Ryan Murphy series, and I have to choose from Glee and American Horror Story, Pose, Scream Queens, or Hollywood, I guess I'd want to be on Glee because I always wanted to sing and dance in a production. A movie that made me want to become an actress. Wow. Every Humphrey Bogart movie. I always wanted to work with Humphrey Bogart. And I guess it would either be African Queen or The Caine Mutiny. The last book I could not put down was, well, I never put it down. It's called The Warrior of Light by Paulo Coelho. The last movie I watched in a theater. This is a hard one for me because I have a movie theater at home, so I guess it's gonna have to be my movie theater. I watched every Oscar contender in the theater this year. The last series I binged was Hacks because Jean Smart is the finest actress I see working now. She has put aside all vanities, all cadence of everything that happened before her, and is living in abject truth. And I find that to be the most inspired, profound, moving, hilarious, deeply gut-wrenching truth I've seen on film in I can't remember when. The hardest thing about being a mother is not treating the child that is most like me the way my mother treated me. The most rewarding thing about being a mother is being a mother. It's just so wonderful. Being a mother's everything. And my favorite curse word is Jesus H. Christ. Because every time I say it, I feel my father in the room, because that's what he said. And every time I say it, it makes me laugh and it makes me feel like I'm actually calling my dad into the room. My go-to karaoke song is I've Got a Woman by Ray Charles, mainly because my voice is so deep, no other song seems to be something I can manage. We're moving on to the oral part of my examination. Casual. Came in my robe. I hate to say it, movies at home. Oh, night. Really late at night. I stay up. It's terrible. 2, 3, 4. I love Instagram, and I follow all kinds of random people. I do this thing where I follow, of course, you should follow the hip and popular people. I follow some of those. But I also like to follow people who have absolutely no followers. I follow people in places I've never been who have no followers because I know they are going to send me all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, it was always no makeup, but lately, I've been wearing a little bit of makeup, I have to be honest. Oh, flats. I have 3 sons. I don't really drink much. I mean, maybe a martini a year, and when I do have that, it's shaken, not stirred. I like the ice to be really nice and, and I like it with olives. Thank you. Everybody says they like me with long hair, but I gotta be honest, when it's long, it's never really mine. Well, here's the thing. I did independence for a whole bunch. I did a whole series of independent films when it was back in the original indie phase, and nobody saw them. And so I'm back in the let's go back to studio filmmaking because I really work when I do films, and I have this crazy idea that I really want people to see them. Rank these iconic red carpet looks. I only can rank the Oscars 1996 because I went with my dad. And I grew up with a dad who worked in a factory. He was a die sinker. He picked up metal blocks all day. And so when my dad took me to the Oscars when I was nominated, it was, for me, the biggest moment of my life. The 65th Academy Awards, a picture with me and Elton here, and That was the first time I went to the Oscars, so that has to rank right up there as 2. The 67th Oscar has to be the ugliest outfit, hair. I had dyed my hair this awful color because I was in a prison movie at the time. And I looked it. The 1998 Oscars, I really liked that. Vera made me this I love this color, lavender wrap skirt, and I wore one of my husband's shirts because I wanted to really acknowledge him because we were newlyweds. My first fashion splurge was my screen test outfit for Basic Instinct because I had to wear something fancy and I had to wear something sheer because I was playing someone who would agree to be naked. And I bought a Giorgio Armani suit and it was so expensive. Oh. My go-to power outfit is what I wear under my clothes. A character I played with the best style wardrobe was, oh, come on, Ginger in Casino. Rita Ryak made or found in studio wardrobe that blue Courage suit I get off the private plane. She remade it down to the C for Courage. I mean, never saw anything like that. Wow. The first thing I do in the morning is make my bed. I would love to steal a look from, Cate Blanchett always looks amazing. She's always got something going on that I think, oh, nice. When it comes to fashion and beauty, a major indulgence of mine is, for me, my biggest indulgence is that I get to borrow clothes. At the same time, I recognize that I'm a walking billboard. So there's an exchange rate to what I do. The secret to my health and wellness is, as we grow and grow older, we have to recognize the things that are good and not good for the body, which, as I mentioned before, is like I don't drink normally. I may have a toast with someone, but I don't drink on the regular. As we get older, we have to pick and choose. What do I want? What am I willing to do to have it? You and Brad Pitt shared the same acting coach. True. Brad was a limo driver who pulled up to acting class to drop someone off, and we had to be there 15 minutes before Roy London arrived to class. And Roy came to class and Brad was sitting outside smoking a cigarette in the limo. And Roy saw him and walked up to the window. "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I dropped someone off to class." And he goes, "What do you want to do with your life?" And he said, "Well, I want to be an actor, but I can't afford the class." And Roy said, "Roll the window up, this one's on me." Hillary Clinton inspired you to go back to school and complete your college degree. You betcha. Yes, she did. One of the first jobs growing up was a fry cooker at a Burger King. That's false. I was a fry cooker at McDonald's until my boss was sexually harassing me so badly that I had to leave my position. You cannot start the day without a nice coffee. Oh, false. I don't use caffeine. Leonardo DiCaprio's salary for The Quick and the Dead came out of my pocket. True. You once raised $1 million in 5 minutes. Oh, more than once. So maybe true and false. I've raised $1 million in 5 minutes a bunch of times, and I raised $35 million in a couple of hours one night. You're not only a badass on screen, but a badass in everyday life. What is the secret to your confidence and strength? It's a very good question. Because I'm not feeling so confident and strong right now. Because for the first time in my life, I'm asking for compassion and empathy and understanding for me and for everyone else who has had child abuse in their life, sexual child abuse. So it's hard to maintain confidence and strength. And I'm trying to use those rules of not taking things personally, speaking truth to power, understanding that this is bigger than me, and just saying my truth and trying to release. What is it? The people who are hardest to love are those who need love the most. And I'd say I probably fall into that category about now. Thanks, InStyle. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.